What's up YouTube? Fallout Freak here. And today I am going to be doing a creature lore video for you guys. I wanted to do another lore video just to switch things up between my soundtrack and location videos. So I'm going to be doing a new segment on this channel called Creature Lore. And this lore video will be about the creature, the Deathclaw, the beast of the wasteland. He's not really called that, or it's not really called that, but I like to call him the beast of the wasteland because it truly is. So let me pull up a lore video about the Deathclaw, and I had one up here. Give me a second. All right, and for this video, just because the article is so long, I'm not going to read the entire article for you guys. I'm just going to give you a little bit of information about what it is, a background, and their biology and behavior. So yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this video because it might be a little long. So here we go. Deathclaw is a term referring to genetically engineered creatures developed by the United States military to replace humans during close combat search and destroy missions. They escaped into the wild in the aftermath of the Great War, and over the next few decades colonized much of the former United States, becoming apex predators in many of the new post-war ecosystems. Background. Originally engineered before the Great War by the U.S. government as a cheap replacement for human troops during combat operations, Deathclaws were derived from a mixed animal stock, primarily the popular Jackson's chameleon. Although the project was successful in creating a ferocious predator capable of surviving on its own in the wild, no references exist of them ever being deployed on the battlefield. After the Great War, Deathclaws escaped into the wild and quickly spread across the continent. The Enclave had no hand in the Deathclaw's creation so far as the Appalachians Enclave's research division knows, but they do know that the genetic manipulation looks similar to their own projects. Eventually, they were refined by the master through genetic manipulation and the forced evolutionary virus. Because initial reports were limited to a series of isolated nests, Deathclaws were viewed as legendary creatures by the various inhabitants of Southern California. However, the population in the boneyard was keenly aware of their existence, as a single den mother and her offspring claimed the area between Downey and Norwalk around 2161, keeping the gun runners in a checkmate while terrorizing other communities in the region. Also, a single Deathclaw was found living near the outskirts of the hub. Their gradual spread throughout the wasteland raised awareness of their existence until they entered common consciousness as a lethal predator. As stated above, the Enclave eventually continued their research projects started before the war, developing intelligent Deathclaws for use in hostile environments around 2235. On May 17, 2242, the first successful pack was dropped into Vault 13 to cloak the presence of the Enclave and their abduction of the dwellers within. Following their first combat test, these Deathclaws broke free of their Enclave mothers, becoming far more intelligent than anyone could foresee. They began developing a unique culture as the first known non-humanoid sentient beings in history. However, their intelligence was discovered by Dr. Schreiber of Navarro, whose report led to the extermination of intelligent Deathclaws with extreme prejudice. Subsequent experimentation involved the aforementioned domestication units, although by the end of the 23rd century. Biology. Deathclaws are a large carnivorous bipedal reptile species designed for maximum lethality. The choice to make them bipedal was natural, as bipedalism raises the head, providing a greater field of vision and thus improving the ability to detect targets or resources. The upper limbs were also freed by this choice and could be fashioned into extremely dangerous weapons. The caveat is that the Deathclaw is not as fast as a quadrupedal animal, though this is a largely academic concern. However, Deathclaws have been observed running on all fours when charging prey. The rippling musculature of the Deathclaw provides it with superior strength, exceeding speed, and incredible resilience excellent speed, and incredible resilience in most combat situations. Deathclaws communicate with each other in a pack using growls and body language, though they are also capable of mimicking human voices like a parrot if their intelligence is artificially increased. Their strength is further magnified by their claws. Owing to their lineage, the Deathclaw has opposable thumbs, though an additional 2 fingers were coded into their genome for a total of 5 fingers on each hand. Each terminates in a sharp talon that allows the reptile to wound and kill with frightening efficiency. A single swipe is capable of bisecting an unarmored human in seconds. Deathclaw hide is extremely tough, providing an excellent defense against blunt and edged weapons. Firearms and energy weapons are reliable tools for killing a Deathclaw, though lower powered variants are likely to have trouble piercing its skin. The defense is enhanced by horns and dorsal spikes, making melee combat a very dangerous proposition. However, while they are difficult opponents, their keen senses can be used against them. Loud noises and bright lights, such as that emitted by flares, can be used to deter a Deathclaw's advance or even keep it at bay. Behavior. Deathclaws are pack animals with the leadership role assumed by the alpha pair, the strongest male and female Deathclaws in the group. The remainder of the pack follows the leaders and migrates along with them. Coupled with their pack behavior is a fierce territorial instinct. Deathclaws will usually opt for territories away from inhabited areas, most likely due to noise, but may settle into temporarily abandoned human buildings and areas, as was the case with the Boneyard warehouses circa 2161 or Quarry Junction in 2281. That gives me another idea for a location video, the Quarry Junction. I might do that for my next Fallout New Vegas location video. Once it claims a territory, a pack is exceedingly difficult to dislodge, as the alpha male will not abandon a claimed territory even if the pack mother is killed. While the alpha female will simply choose another mate to procreate. As such, reclaiming a Deathclaw territory usually requires either killing both pack leaders, causing the pack to scatter, or wiping out the entire pack. Neither is particularly easy. So that is a little lore video of the Deathclaw. If you want to see what a Deathclaw looks like, check out my top 10 creatures video on this channel, and you'll see what a Fallout 4 Deathclaw looks like. But that is my lore video today. Hit me up in the comment section below. Let me know what you thought about this lore video and what you think about Deathclaws overall if you've played any of the Fallout games. But until that time comes, you must always remember that war never changes.